Mm. Mm. Mama. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Raise your ya, ya, ya. Raise your right finger. My nostrils are tickly. Mm. What is this like for you? Well, this would the category for this would be considered just chatting, right? Oh my god, I'm gonna be in the just chatting fucking category. That's fucking wild. So there's a category for just catting. Do you know who Ash Trevino is? No, my bad. Whom? Who's Ash Trevino? Ash, 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 Ash. Should I look her up? Him, it, her, him? Is it he or she? Gotta play. Give you 1 second. Uno momento, por favor. I have something for me. Okay. Cute. I'm gonna eat my Zaxby's what are these called again? Um the chicken bacon ranch fries. This is what I settled for, you know. Mm, ASMR. No, it's gross. You know. It got a little cold, but it's actually really not that bad. How long do you want this video to be? It don't matter. Like 30 minutes. Brother, you kind of am. Did you say put a fart down my throat? That's wild. Okay. What? Um, I'm just like, yo! Oh, here. Is this it? I am not asking that of promise. That's insanity. What is this? Oh, this thing? I call it a thing because what in tarnations, you know? Um, why is it? Can we like log out of my YouTube? I don't want my YouTube on here. Can we like log out? Hold on. No. Hold the phone. Sign out. Mm, 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 mm. Um, he wants something. I have to sign in. Okay, whatevs. Let's just X out and then, you know. Did it sign in? Hold on, my thingy is being a weird. Hold the phone, guys. Hold on. I got stuff, Mom. I don't know my password. Is this it? Not now. Thank God that it saves your passwords in here. Because I wouldn't know. You know. Also, what am I eating? Oh, I'll show you in a minute. Hold on. We're gonna let that load a bit. Let's put my face back down here. Or up here, I guess. Yeah.
What's up, weirdos? Ash Trevino, or as I like to call her, a 35-year-old evil woman. She is maybe the most extreme case I have ever seen of TikTok brain. She's a woman who blew up on TikTok not by posting content, but by going on live and being a disaster, and then people tuning in to watch the disaster. And because she only got famous for kind of being a nightmare of a person, it's led to a very chaotic downward spiral.
So this is Zaxby's. Um, it is the chicken bacon ranch loaded fries. Um, you've never heard of Zaxby's before? There's not a Zaxby's in where you're at? That's some fame. Alright.
Viral as she goes from bad person who's not that famous but is on TikTok live, and the algorithm has literally turned her brain to goo, to where she is now, which is like Loki, like, probably should be in jail, and it's all happening live. Like, there is so much footage of this woman. She's literally filmed the documentary of her own downfall. And to be clear, if you're deep into the Ash Trevino lore, there's like, I just gotta explain, I can't get into everything. She's literally always live and always having a disaster. But I noticed some reoccurring themes in her story, and I kind of wanted to use them to dive deep into her mind. Her mind! Okay, so to get started, she got famous on TikTok Live because she was what people will call an inmate hopper, just messaging dudes who are in jail. Some of them have wives, but she's getting in there, flirting with them, and live streaming with them. Oh, look at her.
I'm an inmate hopper, of course I am. And guess what? If your boyfriend was in prison, I'd take him too, baby.
I'd take him too, baby. Yeah, your boyfriend was in jail for some heinous acts. I'd take that awful man too. Oh, Cooper, not everybody who's in prison is actually a bad person. Hey, listen, I know Luigi. No, the prison industrial complex is that I know. But we're gonna get into her roster of inmate boyfriends, and listen, I'm just gonna say that the genuinely bad men that she's reaching out to and, you know, fall in love with. This is how she talks to her.
See, I know of this lady. I had no idea she was messaging inmates in prison. How do these people have phones, by the way? Is this like real? Who's Christopher Watts? Do I live under a rock?
Like legit psycho. Like I've never been with somebody as psycho as you. I mean, like, I've never talked to somebody as psycho as you.
This is the content that she was making that made her incredibly famous. The people who were tuned in watching the lives, what the hell were y'all doing? Anyways.
Are you gonna get my name tattooed on you?
A man in Colorado that killed his wife and 2 children. His pregnant wife. And she likes that?
Get my name tattooed on you, and then I'll give you a chance.
You're gonna give me a chance?
Get my name on your neck like you were supposed to.
Get my name on your neck like you were supposed to? You gonna get my name tatted on you? Are you? You're a psycho. Get my name tatted on you right now. Brother is in prison. Now, a lot of people theorize that the reason that she's into these inmates is because she is not somebody who generally has a lot of control around her life. We're gonna get really into it. And that because these men are in prison, they're like, she can just hang up on them. What are they gonna do about it? But she forged a real relationship with one of these guys named Jesse. But what was unique about him is that he got out of jail and then he came and they were like together in person.
I have plans to meet his daughters, not anytime soon.
Look,
When the time is right, it'll happen, but right now it's not
okay,
right.
look, listen,
Look, yes, I am with this woman who's a TikTok liver, and she's not letting me see my daughters, who I haven't been able to see while I'm in prison. But what do you mean he can't see his daughters? That's her, like, her whole thing, is that she's on TikTok Live being somebody who nobody likes. Like, nobody's watching her doing this being like, my God, I love her.
But what really pissed me off, you guys, is when she said, you know, my brother has to have something to do with them kids. Yeah, and that's the thing that I said. You know, I told him, I said, if you want to see them kids, you can see them. But I'm not going to be around.
These are just clips from her at different points of her lives being like, you can't be in your daughter's lives. Your daughter's lives. I don't think so. That's us right about here on the depth of the Ash Trevino lore. We're gonna get down here, but right here, she's an inmate hopper. That's just Jesse, but there's many of these men on her roster. But anyways,
Does she have kids? And she won't let him see his kids?
breaks up, which, well, she gets broken up with by Jesse after less than 2 weeks of him being out of prison. So they had been like talking for a while, although she had been talking to other dudes too. But then once being out of jail, like physically together, they were only that for like 2 weeks max, like less than 2 weeks. And this is a clip of her right after the breakup. This video is her talking about why her and Jesse broke up. And by the way, I am so sorry. All of these videos have like so many watermarks and are like screen recorded to infinity because she makes all her content.
Is her face just oily or was she crying? Look. Look at it. Like right here. She's just gross.
So sorry, all of these videos have like so many watermarks and are like screen recorded to infinity because she makes all her content on live. It has been like a pain to like to redo the research for this video, but I had to bring it all to you. But this is her talking about why they broke up.
Him too is because he's been talking to his ex-wife.
Listen, I can kind of understand why she blew up because if you see clips of her, like it is funny, but when you get into her lore, she's actually like devastatingly terrible. But the clips are so funny, like her being like, the reason we broke up is because he's been talking to his ex-wife. Yeah, seeing his ex-wife, being able to see his daughters. She's so selfish. She was gonna restrict this dude from seeing his daughters because she was insecure about his ex-wife. And by the way, just thinking about his kids, generally it's better to be in like a household with like both parental figures rather than abandoned by your dad for a woman he met on TikTok Live. But she's literally saying that while drinking, listening to Doja Cat.
No. If both parents are not good for each other and they constantly fighting in the same household, it is not better for the kids to be in that same house as those two people, in my opinion. Sometimes it's better for them to split up. Less trauma, in my opinion.
I think it's like Agora Hills. Yeah, that's Doja. Like Fortnite, I'm gonna need his skin. I'm just saying, I know that I made like a couple videos about Doja being like kind of crazy online doing some crazy stuff, but she's like a generational talent, like problematic fave. Anyways, that situation happens. Then she says, guys, I'm pregnant. And I'm just gonna be honest, like up front, everybody online is like, she's definitely lying just to get it back. Like he was there for less than 2 weeks.
There's
then he's
no
like,
way.
actually, I'm not really feeling you. Kind of rather go back to my ex-wife and my kids. And she goes, I'm pregnant.
Honestly, it
pregnant.
is.
Which is often an attempt to gain back control
It's
over
unfair.
somebody who is trying to leave. Like, yeah, I do recognize that. But then where it gets crazy is, like, nobody believes her story. And then this comes out.
I mean, if you wouldn't aborted the baby that we were gonna have, like, you would have been my baby mama.
I knew I shouldn't have had a baby from you. That's why I did what I needed to do.
Okay, first of all, her nails are fucking sick. But, so
How old is this woman? Why is she acting a fool at 35?
Was it real? Because people are also saying
Why are you getting pregnant at 35?
that, well, he didn't get back with her, so then she was like, well, I'm not actually pregnant, I was lying just to get you back, so no more baby. That seems to be the consensus, which is really bad. Like, that's really bad to lie about that, and then to lie about abortion. That's really bad. But this is one of those things where the Ashley Trevino lore, like, there's a lot of times where something can...
She lied about the abortion. She was not really actually pregnant. She's not a good mom. I bet she's one of them moms that um that only does stuff for herself and not her kids. She don't show up.
get posted by somebody and it's just speculative or it's fake, and then things spiral out of control. So a lot of people do speculate. I mean, this isn't like fake, like this is her talking about it, but
she just looks like that kind of person.
Actually know, but I really do see why everybody's so skeptical when she posts videos like this.
I'm not gonna answer yes or no if I'm pregnant. That's not what I'm gonna do. You're gonna have to wait. Y'all are not anybody important to me. So for me to just sit here and say, no, I'm not pregnant. Yes, I'm pregnant.
Okay, well, how do we know that you're pregnant in the first
place?
Because you're putting all your business online,
right?
Clearly for a reason. We're not important to you? Okay, well, then why is your entire life just on TikTok Live and you're completely ignoring... I'm getting ahead of myself.
I'm not going to answer yes or no if I'm pregnant.
I'm not going to answer yes or no if I'm pregnant after, like... full, like, you know, it's, her behavior is very sus. But it is part of the commentary on this subject that there is an element of people who are like following her, who are like engagement baiting, and it's just like not, they're just making stuff up. And it's like the stuff that she actually does is enough, y'all. We don't need to make stuff up. But anyways, let me get into the next thing that we're gonna get into. Because in her inmate hopping era, before she blew up for a lot of other reasons that we're gonna talk about, there were some clips going around of how she was discussing these inmates.
How did you think that was safe? Inmate hopping? I've never heard such a thing. Like, how is that a thing? How does one start inmate hopping? And how do these inmates have telephones? That one website? There's a website to write letters through? Clearly, I live under a rock.
They're victims. Because like I said, some of these guys that she's talking to were in prison for horrible things. Like, look at this guy named Eli.
You take a piece off. Let's play it.
All right, let's do it.
I only got 2 pieces, but...
You said a galaxy?
So that's her man. That's her man. By the way, Doja in the background still love it. But you got this Eagles fan talking about, oh, so it's for a galaxy? All right, so it's like we're taking our things off anytime someone sends us a galaxy on TikTok Live. I just like looked in the reflection and got insecure because this looks like a Nacho Libre outfit.
But these are my recreation clothes.
But these are my recreation clothes. That's what y'all are doing. Okay,
clench.
It's so... I don't want to say funny to see this dude knowing what his story is. So we're doing what? Like strip TikTok? If you send me a galaxy? Like doing his best Jason Nash impression.
Give us a win, Ashley! Try not to laugh!
I love seeing that clip so much. Give us a win! Dog, begging for TikTok donations in your late 80s is insane work. But that's what Eli is also doing. Huh? What's Eli in jail for? Let's ask the woman who he had a child with. So she went on TikTok and she was talking about how she got a call from a family friend basically saying that Eli put their daughter in a cast, and she called the cops and everything, rushed over there, and the people who were there said that this is what happened.
Her right leg was out the car seat. So he ended up punching her, which broke her femur, broke her hip. She ended up being in a cast.
Just like watching this while there's the text on screen, heartbreak emoji, heartbreak emoji, heartbreak emoji, heartbreak emoji, and y'all still supporting Eli? That's, I think, one of the layers that I really want to highlight about this whole Ash Trevino situation.
That one dude that got out, did that to his own kid. just don't understand people.
is that the way it is unfolded, it has like a fandom of people who follow it, like people who are following the lore. They talk about it as lore, as if they're watching One Piece, like the One Piece lore, but it's just Ash Trevino and the lore of all her supporting characters of, you know, horrible people. And it's like, y'all standing this who y'all standing? It is so weird to see this type of person with this amount of an audience, and the audience that's like,
He did that on live? Oh, no, never mind. I see what you're saying. Never mind. Never mind. That is
typically,
crazy.
you know, I think there's a cross
Back to
section of people
jail.
who are interested in true crime.
Rerun it.
Oh god, that's what's so bad about it, because that's probably true. But that video comes out, people are going, cancel Eli, cancel Eli. Insane when this is what the topic is about. And him wanting to get more galaxies on TikTok Live. He has to stand up and defend himself.
Real easy. This wrist is broken. Both my legs were broken because we have a bone condition that makes our bones more susceptible to breakage.
Yeah, you piece of shit. Don't
Eli,
even fucking
oh my
lie,
god, I
man.
didn't even think about that. Oh, so the reason that when you punch your daughter in the leg and she broke her femur and hip and then you went to jail is because y'all have brittle bones. Look, I've broken all these bones before. Have you just been in a bunch of fights where people have broken your bones and then you transferred that trauma onto your baby daughter? Thought about that, Eli? If you consider that?
Your
Wearing a
wrist
New
just
York
goes that
Yankees
way.
cap right after you wore an Eagles cap? Who the fuck are you? And who the fuck is bro over there? Who is it? Who is this?
There's
in
more?
The all Under Armour compression fit with the blue eyes, nose piercing. Who are you? Why are you sitting on here going, oh, you got a bone condition. Oh, yeah, yeah. What the fuck are you doing? All this for some TikTok galaxies from his like Ashley Trevino fucking crazy father. Whatever. By the way, who the fuck is donating to these people? In your right mind, when this guy says, can I have a TikTok galaxy, please? Who the fuck is hitting send and spending their money? How much is a TikTok galaxy worth? $15.84. Okay, $16. $16 an hour is like when you're in high school and you have that friend who gets the gig at Costco and you're like, fuck, I wish I had Costco. Damn. But imagine going in, clocking in, working for an hour in a customer service job, like where you are talking to customers, just like, Imagine going home and then that hour of your life that you just exchanged for $16, you give it to Eli? But people are doing it. Like any of these like screen recordings, there's daughter's leg and broke her, it was obviously talking about how horrible he is. And this is what
I sound like a said nobody felt sorry for me.
how horrible he is. And
Sorry.
this is what
He
Ashley
kept on
Trevino had to
repeating.
say.
Said nobody felt sorry for me whenever that happened to me. And if I sound like a, you know what, but it's just my point of view. I don't care to talk about something that's not relevant to me and my family. Like, it's not my business. It's not my, I don't know. It is what it is.
It's not my business. Hey, my man punched his baby daughter in the leg and broke her femur and hip. It's not my business. It is what it is. Like, honestly, do you know how stupid you... Like, that's so stupid sounding. And also, like, really heartless and horrible. People watching this going, yeah, I'm gonna spend an hour of my life working just so I can give her a galaxy for 3 seconds. Yeah. This is who I want to do that for. Yeah. But that's not her only 2 men. No. How do you think she got the moniker Inmate Hopper? She has a roster. And if you think that Eli is a bad guy, wait till you find out about Francisco. But let's see her talking to Francisco on live.
Babe, there's 2.3K people watching you right now. 2.3K people watching.
Oh my gosh. Well, I'm just saying, I'm just being straight up honest. Like, you would have taken the time of your day to actually get to know me personally, right? Instead of somebody else painting a picture of me, like, you don't like me. I get energy, you get vibes.
No, I don't need them to like you. I don't need them to like you, sir.
Sir, I don't need them to like you. Sir, you're mine.
Bro, there's so many butt cheeks players on this game. They're so bad, and I can go flawless easy. All I need is 7 wins.
He painted his own picture for one, and
Then I'll 100% hop on CU. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, if I lose, I'll hop on CU. How about that?
How are the freaking police okay with her doing this? Like, the FBI needs to step in, swear.
It's the bottle of water again. Thanks to you, boy. That's how it feels watching her. If that's what your conversations are with these men, hey baby, I know everybody is telling you, 2,000 people right now telling you I'm a POS, but baby, please. She's going, I don't need them. Tell me if I like you or not, sir. It is what it is. Whatever you did is what it is. She's talking to this man. She knows what he did. The people know what he did. I'll show you what he did, but first I want to show you.
I was already out of here. Yeah, but
Babe. Can I have that?
yeah, 1 second.
I think they have a pen pal encourages some inmates to get out and do better. What? Pen pals encourages inmates to get out and do better. Yeah, if said pen pal was actually decent person, maybe.
What people who watch her and are probably donating galaxies are also doing for him.
I don't know why, but I fell in love with breaking the law, baby.
Yeah, so doing fan cams of Francisco in the prison footage while the lyrics are saying, but I fell in love with breaking the law, baby. I fell in love with breaking the law. Well, how exactly did Francisco break the law? Well, I went and found the court document.
I just don't like the name
from his
Francisco.
case. So I do a little research over here, and it says, oh, count 1, murder in the first degree. The defendant, Francisco Montero. Huh, that's him, huh? With premeditated intent to cause the death of another person, and did cause the death of Elizabeth Juarez, a human being. Yeah, and then, a little bit later, count 2. Murder in the first degree. Okay, so the exact same thing. So premeditated and successful murder to 2 different people.
But I fell in love with breaking the law, baby.
But I fell in love with breaking the law, baby. Me on the prison phone after I murdered in the first degree 2 people. Who the fuck are you to make that video? You're a terrible person. Francisco Montero 206. What's good, gang? What's good? I mean, there's no way that this is actually him. This is like an entire account that's just fan cam footage. But that's not the only context that we can get from this. It's not just, oh, what were the charges? We can also see who the people were. One of the victims was just 13 and the other was 19. So this man, in the first degree, murdered 2 teenage girls, one of which was 13 years old. And we got people making fan cams of him just like this. I don't want to keep listening to the lyrics because he actually did. It's not funny. Youngboy is a great rapper, but those lyrics with this guy, obviously intentional, like so clearly intentional, so clearly thinks it's cool. And her take on all this is,
No, I don't need them to like you. I don't need them to like you, sir.
I don't need them to like you, sir. You see why I was, really losing my mind on her a second ago? Sir, you're my handsome boss. Because I know all this stuff, so when I'm watching these clips back, like, I don't want them to paint a picture of me that you don't like. I don't need them to. What is he gonna do that's 13-year-old and a 19-year-old there's nothing that you can fill in the blank there that is gonna make that okay. And she's calling him sir on TikTok Live while begging for galaxies. Okay, guys, keep giving her money. Ash Trevino doesn't care about it. When Ash has 2 daughters who are around that age. Yeah, is that a twist to you? Did you expect that? She has a daughter. If you know about the Ash lore, obviously you know she has a daughter, but if you didn't know, you're probably shitting yourself right now. She has a daughter, 2 of them, and look at the relationship they have.
No way. I don't even know what your bio dad looks like.
Because that is a huge thing.
I've already seen his beepy,
Ooh,
and
bet.
he's already seen my Nunu. Okay?
So that's viral. That's like an audio that's gone around. I'm sure if you've heard that and you didn't know her story, it's really funny. Like the clips of her are funny. Like that's a funny clip. She's talking about this guy Santos, who we're gonna get into later because that's, you know, another layer of her lore. But she says that she's clearly being embarrassing online. And I have to skip like 3 seconds because she pauses and like the music is playing. But this is happening right after she says that. This part, her daughter comes in. I just don't want to get copyright claim, but I want you to know that it's happening like sequentially.
I need to get off later. You're saying stuff that people don't want to know.
Okay, well.
So her daughter comes in and says, "Mom, you are humiliating me and you are an embarrassment of a person. Please get off TikTok live, please." And Ash says, "Okay, Mom." This is a 13-year-old girl. "Okay, Mom. Oh my God. Okay, oh, get off TikTok live. Get off TikTok live. Shut the fuck up, Mom." That's your daughter. That's your 13-year-old daughter. And she said in the past, we have more of like a sister-like relationship. Seems like you have more of a very bad mom with bad boundaries relationship. But as this is happening, she mutes her mic and then you get to see her talk. We don't hear what she says, but look at how she's speaking to her daughter. I felt really intimate there while we all just kind of sat and waited. Did you feel the intimacy with me?
We need to get somebody who can like lip read.
The fuck are you doing? We can see your face. We can see she's like, "Oh yeah." And then she mutes it and then she's like, "Get the fuck out of here. Oh my God." Like literally, leave me the fuck. Oh my God. Like, go. Oh my God. The camera is on you. When you mute something, it's not like we stop understanding communication. Humans with sight got a couple things right here called eyeballs that see stuff. Humans without sight are called blind, and Stevie Wonder is really good at playing the piano. But this guy that she was talking to, Santo, where she's talking about, "I saw his pee-pee, he already saw my nunu." Things escalated with them to the point where there's a lot of lore there, and we're really talking about the daughter stuff right now, but just to really put into perspective the types of things that she does online so you really know. There was a moment a couple nights ago where she was online with Santos, and I don't know what, she going like this. I'm just gonna say she whipped a thing out. Fully visible, just on the TikTok live for this dude. I gotta say, the dude's 19 years old also, that's a layer. I think that if you're on TikTok live intentionally doing that in a way intended to arouse, which she definitely was because she's flirting with this guy Santos, we're gonna get into it. I gotta imagine that makes you a sex criminal. Like, I gotta imagine it does. By the way, that type of thing happens a lot on TikTok live. I don't know what's going on over there. I would actually kind of understand if it got banned for that reason, because I wanted to make a video about like TikTok lives in general. By the way, if you see anything crazy, screen record it and send it to me, because I've been seeing like some things people DM. Daughter is posting stuff like this on TikTok. Y'all, sorry about my mom today. I have no part in her actions. Sometimes I wish time could go back to when things were better. If that doesn't make you want to cry, her behavior, her horrible, wild ass behavior is doing this to her daughter, and she's not giving it up. Why? Oh, because she's a bad person. Oh, that's why. Her daughter also reposts a lot of sad stuff, like very like stuff that you can tell like she's clearly has a traumatized childhood that we are all witnessing right now. And I found a lot of things that she was reposting that people screenshotted that are like really sad. Like, but I don't want to put all her business online. Like, she's a 13-year-old girl. But there is one that I did want to show because I think that it's okay to understand like the effect that "I hate my mom" wears off, and all I want is for her to hug me and apologize for everything she's put me through. And Ashley Trevino's daughter reposted that. Wow. You're gonna see that as a mother and not change what you're doing? Why? Oh, because she values herself above her daughter. Yeah, by a lot. And if she's gonna see that and go, "No, I don't." Well, look at this.
You just threw up. Why?
I just threw up.
You're lying.
Let me throw up.
It's my line or what? I'm just kidding.
Just right back to dancing. Just go, "Mom, I threw up." Her daughter there, a young girl who is, you know, begging for attention. Just, by the way, not in a bad way, from her mother, to be noticed by her mother, to be cared for by her mother. "Mom, I just threw up." Her mom, "You're lying." She dancing to her own song. That clip from a second ago, I already saw his pee-pee. He already begging to be cared for. And she says,
Mom, I threw up. Why are you dancing? She's dancing? Yes. Alexa, stop.
Bro, I was jamming to Nunu.
treating your daughter well, like I know I've had some titles before, like the worst mom on the internet. What? This is somebody that people are sending TikTok galaxies to.
This can't be real.
He sounds like Denzel in Flight. I'm drunk now. Slurring her words while she's talking about how she used to pull her daughter by the hair because she was jealous that her daughter's father loved. Talking about how she
didn't even like her.
She said, she being somebody who people are donating thousands of dollars to.
Whenever we lived with her dad, I used to pull her by the hair because I was so mad at her. Like, I feel like he loved her more than he loved me. And so, like, I took my anger out on her. And she doesn't even, like, hate me for that. Like, she doesn't even remember that.
You sound drunk right now. She literally sounds like Denzel in Flight. I'm drunk now. Slurring her words while she's talking about how
she literally admitted to like child abuse, and people are still sending her money.
she used to pull her daughter by the hair because she was jealous that her daughter's father loved her daughter more than he loved her. So by her hair, pulling her across the room. Thinking that there's nothing insane about saying that, you realize that you're a piece, I don't want to say, of shit. Also,
no,
check this out. What's this right here? Oh, this is a screenshot of somebody showing what was on a table right after an Ash Trevino live. Yeah, that's what they call on TikTok snow, and Ash Trevino was doing what on TikTok they call skiing. But here in the grown-up world of YouTube, we call that snorting cocaine until your sinuses are bleeding. She has 2 children.
It's so inappropriate to be jealous. Honestly, yeah.
Who are in desperate need of her care. And she's going on TikTok live with murderers, snorting coke, flashing the camera, come in, a little sex crime, and fully endorsing and giving so much respect to men who are, you know, abusive pieces of shit. And that's not even close to what they actually are. And she's giving these guys, I don't care what they think about you, I love you, sir. She's giving them that treatment. Okay, so that is theme 2. We got Inmate Hopper, we got Horrible Mother, and now we got Santos. Oh, they're talking.
Cute.
Can you wear those while during Nunu time?
When you're right here and I'm like, 8, 8, 8.
Yeah. Okay.
How did it smell, Santos?
Smell like Nunu in this bitch.
People are watching this. I can't emphasize that enough. There are, like, at any given time, over 2,000 people watching. I do love seeing this a little bit. Just the comments that are happening on these lives. Who is the old woman? Like, Beer, he's a teen! But they're literally sitting there flirting like, well, people his age flirt, not grown women who are 35 years old going, my nunu. What are you gonna do about my nunu? And so, how my nunu smell? Well, if you wanna know how her nunu smells, she made a whole song about it, and I would be remiss if I didn't show you just a little clip of it.
I know how it smells. As Santos, you know it smell well.
That's her song. Oh my god, I'm sorry guys. That's a banger. That's a certified banger. I'm sorry guys. That lyric, talking about her nunu. You wanna know how it smells? Ask Santos. You know it smell well. It's kind of a bar. So, just to show who they are and the types of stuff that they were doing on live, here's a little
Guys, don't hate on this duo right here. Don't hate on this.
Someone said call 911.
Look what I have charging.
Yeah, charging. Oh, you don't need that when you have me.
to go from acknowledging
Does she have zero shame? Where's this guy's parents?
hey, big ass age gap right here. And I think it was definitely fake from, Santos' side. What we've seen with Ash Trevino is that she loves to have an element of control over a man, and for her to be, the one that they have to woo. That's why she was talking with those inmates, because she has the control over them. They have to woo her so she doesn't hang up on them. And then this guy Santos, like, you got Santos over here feeding into it with this.
Are you gonna be my baby? I'm gonna be like, send me home.
Yeah. call you mommy if I have to.
Why did he lick his lips after she said that? Are you gonna be my baby? I could be like mommy. First of all, shivers down my spine. Second of all, blood falling down over my forehead. Third of all, I died. I'm immediately like, you're gonna be my baby, going like that? And then him.
Oh my god. Fucking straight pussy.
A symbol moment right here. Look at this.
Babe, who is this guy?
It's your, y'all are gonna be, husband, brother, husbands.
Brother, husband, is it? What the fuck?
That first guy that she was talking with, the guy who like got her pregnant and she had an abortion, maybe, probably, if we believe her, but we don't really believe her, you know? You see now why I was feeling like kind of sus about some of the stuff around that? That guy, now that she's like really famous, he's kind of popped back in a little bit. It felt like when I saw Spider-Man come out of the portal. It felt like when I heard On Your Left in Avengers Endgame. Seeing Jesse up there talking about, oh yeah, we're husband brothers. Talk loud. This woman who's keeping you from your daughters who, I don't even want to list all the things that's wrong with her, but we've just, you know, the previous runtime of this video, and he's knowing all that like, hey, come on, hey, I want a little clout. Doesn't even come close to how I felt when I saw this though.
What happened? What everybody?
Really?
What's up? What?
Really?
That's Eli. Oh my god. From the Ash Trevino lore, he's that guy who punched his baby daughter and then broke her leg and hip. I'm trying to put it into context. That's how people act. People are like, oh my god, the Ash Trevino lore. Oh my god, Eli came back. Like, that's what people who are donating are feeling when they're seeing this. Potentially the most brain rotted people possible. People watching this content live and donating and being like, oh, Eli plus Santos. It's cocaine, but I don't.
Her daughters don't even have beds. What do you mean?
Know if that was at this live, but it did expose something very insane early on in the Santos lore.
Come to my house real quick because the cops showed up. They think my friend's underage, so please come to my house because they're outside right now checking out all our IDs. All our IDs. They took your ID.
Come on.
If her friend isn't underage, it shouldn't be an issue to just check the IDs. Simple. Air mattresses? I ain't gonna lie, I grew up on an air mattress, so I mean, I thought you meant they were like sleeping on the floor. I mean, air mattress. I mean, I can see why. I mean, she does get a lot of money from those lives, but that's crazy. What is she spending the money on? That cocaine.
Oh my god, I can't.
That's expensive. Especially if it's real.
Stop stumbling over my words. By the way, take note of this section.
Cops showed up. They think my friend's underage.
They think my friend's underage.
Louis Vuitton. There's so much better. There are better bags out there for so much less. Like, I got me I mean, okay, so Steve Madden is pretty expensive too, but I got this from Plato's Closet. Somebody decided to gift her away. They don't even make this bag no more. She's cute. Okay? Michael Kors, they make some nice bags. I mean, they're still a couple $100s, but there's no way I'm spending $10,000 on a bag. No.
So what we're gonna know about this event is that
I think the most I've spent on a bag is maybe $30. For what? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Don't throw it, please. Please don't throw it. Hey, you know what you didn't do? Take that trash bag down. We had to take the trash bag out. She was getting full. We got a trash can right here. She got quite full, so we needed to change her. I asked him to do it, and he didn't do it.
He just had a fake ID and they took it and they were like, that's a fake ID. Because he's not 21, he's 19, so he's underage and they're at a party with alcohol. Are we thinking Ash Trevino isn't the type of person who is gonna give him some alcohol? She's showing him her rose toy on live, talking about her nunu in him. Like, we can do the math. I'm not saying, but we can do the math. She claims that he didn't drink. She's treating him like he's her son. We see any irony? By the way, the screen recorder, I love your editorial decisions. Your zoom ins and punch ins were exactly as I wanted. She said, you deserve everything. And to her daughter, she says,
Mom, I threw a party dancing. She's dancing? Yes. Alexa, stop.
Bro, I was jamming.
3 years of military service, starting when you're 16? That can't be possible.
Bro, it's a real military ID. The only thing I did was mess with the back part of it so I could keep doing the things I do for work.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Lady Gaga tweeting, at Perez Hilton, stay away from me and my family. You are sick trying to rent an apartment in my building to stalk me. Leave me alone. Do I need to be shot in the head for people to understand that him and everyone else that harasses me has gone too far? I'm a human being. Perez Hilton, you are a liar. I kept every psychotic text you sent to my phone. I never responded, and now you've stalked my home. Boy, you cried wolf. This one's a real nasty screenshot, but she says, still have the text Perez sent me of me in a wheelchair with the words karma written across, plus
so
Madonna
pixelated.
pointing a gun at me day of my accident. That Perez Hilton? Were you trying to rebrand as some breaking news, getting to the drama, the heart of the... Okay, anyways, off the Perez Hilton rant, you can't just mess with the back of a military ID. You can't just do that. And
I was gonna ask,
gonna go to, you know, I don't know. He's gonna get in trouble. Look at this. Look at this.
also, I was gonna ask, a lot of people in my chat are asking about the Valor situation. Do you have anything to say about it?
I was in the military. The only thing I didn't even forge nothing of the front. It was torn off the bottom because I did work with, heavy equipment at the end of the day, and my job in the military was pretty tough. That's why I got injured.
He can get years in prison for... I'm what?
This guy just accused me of using Cronus.
Uh-oh. Were you?
Why not? No, I'm sorry. Like, no matter how much Daddy want to forge, Daddy can't forge. This is one of the men who has kind of a millennial energy, and he's like posting stuff. He has 4 likes on this, but I just gotta say, shout out HTP Zach. Raya brings up a point where I couldn't find a clip of this, but I'm
is freaking getting him deeper and deeper into.
Yeah, and he was outed on TikTok Live, coming on TikTok talking about it. Love that sentence. But yeah, also a lot of people are.
So.
But he's not drinking.
So this gentleman is.
But anyways, fake ID, cool. Okay, transition.
So Ashley,
yes.
Just so this gentleman is 19 years old. Okay, so.
But he's not drinking.
I had a reason to be here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's 19
Oh
years
my
old.
gosh.
Nobody's going to jail. You need to be a little more aware of who's coming to your house.
Can you please tell them to quit harassing my...
Saying you need to be a little bit more aware of who's coming to your house. Oh, take it.
Come on, ass. All right, come on, ass.
Oh, we got him. People there. 58,000 people.
No, nobody's going to jail.
And what's the number one thing on
What?
Ash Trevino's mind right now?
1,000 people watching.
I can't hear you.
He was like, I just want you to know, nobody's
Oh
going
my
to jail
goodness.
tonight. Well, he's not drinking, motherfucker.
Right. Yeah, I should really just look to Ash Trevino as a real role model. I mean, that reaction is exactly what you want in a situation like this. Like,
I don't think it has any lore
it started
on
going that
or
way,
anything.
and then Ash Trevino.
I think this is all just about yeah, I'm good on her. Next. Yeah, I wasted 40 minutes of my life learning. Wow. Wow, just wow. What should we play? What should we play? No, I don't want it. Mm-mm.